Hello again, how you doing? I'm still trying to restrain myself to just like the one hello and not like, blow it out of the ballpark or anything. Alright, so, wanting to look at this custom lighting overlay. This is a very similar utility, and I'm not going to say it's the same, but it's similar to display enhancements. I also turned this off because it can affect bloom. I don't think it affects your eye adaptation. So let's read the words here. It gives you a menu-based interface for controlling your visuals. You can change brightness, color, contrast, bloom, sky, sunlight, depth of field, tint. Main interface comes from the remote, which is in your inventory. It's under your apparel and you can equip it. All changes you made can be viewed in the info part of the menu, so you can share your custom setup. That's cool. I suggest quick slotting the CLO remote so you can view all the changes as you make them. And yeah, I will say that it seems to work. Oh, the info functionality is currently only available on PC. Oh. Well, that's too bad. So for us on the console, we're not going to see that, but I'll test that anyway. I did play around with this for a minute. It did appear to work. I did not quick slot it, so let's try that. So Jenny is standing by as always. She's got like her little new hairdo. Let's see. Let's just put it to... Oh, well, let's just put it there. How's that? Looks great. Okay. So all we have to do is do this and equip it, and ta-da. Now, we can go, let's just start with basic. Basic is just adding color, brightness, and contrast. Now, I don't know. Let's just add some color and see where we go from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's, you can tell the color went up. Alright, let's tell you what, let's do we want to do anything else for the moment? Let's exit for a minute. Let's see if info works. Info does not work. Info just kicked us out. So there we go. So you can see the color. The color is more intense. It's like a saturation thing. Alright, so let's try this again. We'll go back in. Let's do some brightness. 1. Oh, it moves on me. Oh, I don't like that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's probably way too much brightness. 7, 8, 9, 10. You can see the world is getting brighter as we go. So that's definitely too bright for me. Look at that. But you could make your world a lot brighter if you wish. And I was trying to find, I could not find a brightness on the display slider for Fallout 4. For some reason, I seem to have lost that. I don't seem to be able to find that in my game. So maybe I have forgotten where it is. Nonetheless, so let's go back into basic. Let's do some contrast. So we have all that. We did not do contrast. Matter of fact, let's reset. And let's just do some contrast and see what we get out of that. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I did 10 of that. And you can tell some difference in the shading and the shadows. Definitely you can see it on Jenny here, and you can see it on that person back there. Hopefully this shows up well in the video. So what about if we add some color in? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's probably still going to be too much contrast. Let's make it really bright. I mean colorful. That's 20. That's probably going to be way too much color. But let's just humor me. That is, oh, that is way too much color. But it kind of helps with the contrast a little bit. I would have probably went a little lower on the contrast and a little lower on the color. This is probably too much. So, whoa.
What can I do to help out?
Sure.
Let me show you. Okay.
I'm sure there's something you can do to help. Do we have any guard stations? Hold on. I probably don't have any guard stations, do I? Wait, I do. There's a guard station. Let's make her use that. Hold on. See, we have one other guard. We need another guard. There we go. So sorry for that. Anyway, so I think this is a bit too much. This is kind of reminds me when I was first playing around with display enhancements. This is very similar. So I'm going to reset that, okay? Alright. So I'm going to do kind of like what I do with display enhancements. I'm going to bump the color and the contrast 1, 2, 3. I'm going to give it 3 contrasts, and I'm going to give it about 12 color, maybe 9 color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That adds usually just enough color. I don't see the point in adding brightness because the world seems pretty bright. Let's take a look and see what we think of this. That's a little contrast. That might be a little too much contrast. I might have to bump the contrast down. But the color looks pretty good. Might be a little much. That still might be a little heavy-handed. Yeah, that might be. Alright, so let's get rid of that. Let's just drop that overall. Let's just do a reset and get rid of all that. Okay, so bloom. Bloom is something I really don't care much for. We can turn it way down. I don't know what they don't give you a threshold on this, or they don't give you a parameter like how high or low you can go. So I'm just going to hit each of these about 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it's too bad I have to do that scrolling every time, but I can't tell much difference in just turning that bloom down. I think I can tell some difference, but I can't tell a lot. So humor me for a moment. I think one way you can tell it is we're going to do 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to do 6 color and 1, 2 contrast. See if that helps us out. Because without the bloom, adding a little color and a little contrast should be good. It's similar to what I do with display enhancements. It's not a perfect thing, though. And of course, I'm not the best at this type of thing, so we're just fooling around. Alright, so what else can we do here? Sun and sky. Now, I'm not sure what that means, plus. We'll make the sky dimmer or brighter. And I guess the sunlight will be dimmer or brighter. Okay. Yeah, you can tell the sunlight is going down. Oops, I accidentally hit the wrong thing. Hold on. That's the problem. Oh. Huh, it got really dark and then it came back around. Let's see what this does. I don't know how that's going to look because I just goofed with it so hard. It seemed to glitch on the sky though, didn't it? It did seem to glitch a little bit. Let's go back to the sky. Maybe that's as light as unlight as it gets. Okay, so maybe that's as low as that goes. Which, I mean, in the middle of the day, I mean, on a bright day, it should be fairly bright. But that does get rid of some of the brightness if it's too much brightness for you. Alright, and then of course you can amp it back up. Did you see that? What is that? I want to see what this is. Hold on. I don't know if this is a glitch or if it's supposed to do that. And I'm not supposed to really have God rays, but I think sometimes I get a little bit of God rays from weird sources like this. So, okay, so the sky is darker. I might actually like that. I like a darker sky. But I'm not sure that things look right that way. Sorry, I'm just fooling around with this stuff. So let's turn our sunlight up again, or can we turn it further down? That's probably about as low as it's going to get. Alright, tell you what, let's see how things are going to look at night. I'm not even going to save. Let's just do this. Come on, let me sit down. I don't know what time of day it is. See, it's early in the morning. Let me cancel this for a minute before we go to the nighttime and look at that. That's interesting. Do you see the way that makes the clouds look? In a dark blue sky like that? That's interesting to me. Anyway, I'm not totally opposed. I'm not sure how it affects the appearance of everything else, though. But it makes the clouds look kind of freaky. Hopefully you can see that as well. Alright, so look how dark this is. So that's how dark it should be, but the sun is not cooperating. I don't think the sun really gets as dark as it should. See, that's probably how dark it should be. Interesting. Anyway, so there's also a depth of field. I'm going to go heavy depth of field and see what we get. Oh wait, I didn't pay enough attention though. It says light, heavy. So I went with heavy. Oh, I see. Heavy makes it... So that's how you get that kind of photographic look to things. Well, that's nice to know. I didn't know that. So you could get a cool picture this way, and it looks like you're really focused on her and everything else is blurred out. Well, that was a mistake, sorry. Oh, now all this looks really dark. Oh. Okay, so I'm really messing with things. When I face the sunlight, it changes. Okay. Alright, so that's okay. And third person is different from first person, so there you go. But that's a heavy depth of field. Okay. So what if I do a light depth of, what? Okay, let's reset the depth of field. Okay. Let's do a light depth of field. Is there that much difference? Well, I guess there's a little bit of difference. It is a little. Still looks very similar to me, but maybe I'm not as. There is some difference, though. Yeah, there's some difference. Yeah, a heavy depth of field. That's pretty cool, though. You could use that for photo taking if you wanted to focus more on your person. Alright, so let's see. So tint. I think we should do a blue tint. Why? Because I like blue. There's really no other reason. I do a blue tint and that kind of calms everything down and makes it peaceful to me. But if you don't like the blue tint, oh, I hit the wrong thing. Sorry about that. If you don't like the blue tint, you can apply color overlays. Oh, 5 levels. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 levels of blue. So that's probably the strongest blue overlay we're going to get. It's not bad. I like blue. Let's do the red. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not sure that I can tell that much difference, honestly. But I can see some more red now. Okay. It's, you know, I'm not sure that how useful that is. Maybe if you're looking, maybe if you're looking for some slight adjustment. I kind of like the blue tint adjustment. Let's do a reset. Okay, wow, that I really reset everything, didn't I? Okay, that's fine. So let's go down and do a tint. Let's just do a blue tint. See, the blue tint just adds that little shade, which is nice. Let's try the red. Yeah, it also just adds that little shade. Okay. And the green. Yeah. Okay. So that's nice. 2. Does it add more? 3, 4, 5. I can't tell much difference, honestly. Between, because it says there's 5 levels, but I can't tell that. What if I did red, blue, green? Does that put me back basically to where I was? It's a little, I think it actually shadowed it a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's just a tad bit brighter without it. Alright, well, you know what? I think this is very similar to display enhancements. And I think it's all going to depend on what you want and what you like. I think the depth of field thing is interesting and the bloom is interesting. But I don't know that there's that much difference. It is smaller than display enhancements. Let me show you that. And you might be able to get the same service out of it. It's just slightly different in the way it's set up. Display enhancements is about that, 647.85 kilobytes, and this is like 71.26. I don't think this does as much as display enhancements does. Display enhancements also has a lot of different presets that you can use, so it just depends on what you like. And I have to make the comparison because I don't know any other way to do that. This is like a skinny down version, and you might actually like this better just because you don't have, once you get it set the way you like, you don't have to you don't have to worry about as much on your menu. The display enhancements menu, there is a lot more to it. So it depends on what you like. Sometimes simpler is better, and I'm leaning towards this because simpler is better. And I could still use this and just use that to, add some color to my game, and maybe let go of display enhancements for Fallout 4 because I don't know. I like it, but in Fallout 4 I don't like it as much as I like it in the Skyrim. Why is that? I'm hard pressed to say. Alright? Okay, anyway, what we're looking at, though, I don't want to confuse us, is this custom lighting overlay, and whether or not you like one better than the other or you stay with display enhancements, this one is still a very good mod. It's very small, and it does a good job. Okay? It does a good job at what it's doing. That's all I can really say about that. So, thanks for watching, and I will catch you later.